All right, just wanted to come on real quick and cover installation of line lock and making brake lines for your old car, your old classic car. So what I want to do is just go over how you set the tool up. I use Device, and the inline tube kit that I use, the TLF02, does the double flare tool. It's got the adapters. I don't know if you can see over here, my dirty table is doing some soda blasting with baking soda, and that's what all this white stuff is. You go get you some line and fittings. Got a whole bag of fittings, and you may have to get an adapter, and you'll see because I'll show you the installation of the line lock kit that I put on the Funky Phantom, which is the 4-door 66 Coronet. So this was the line that went from the master cylinder down to the proportional valve. So when you install the line lock, you no longer need this line, because now you have to have a line that goes from the master cylinder straight into the line lock, and from the line lock it goes down to the valve. But what I was able to do, I just unrolled some line just on a guesstimate of how much I needed. This was the line that I'm trying to duplicate, so just got a can that was the diameter of this circle for the line. This is the original line that I got from Classic Industries that I'm not using anymore, and put a similar bend in it. They put bends in it to give the line a little flexibility from the movement of the car. From what they say, in case it gets into case the car gets into an accident, this doesn't bend where you don't have brakes. That's their reasoning behind it. What I like to do is get my tool, put it in the vise, loosen it up, and this specific line that I'm using is 3/16. So I'll put that in the slot for 3/16. I'll get the 3/16, the first flaring tool, and I'll put it upside down and have this line even with the first line of the first die. So once you do that, I'm gonna get the camera off the stand so you can see that. Get you a close up. So what you want to do, I like to turn the tool upside down, and that first line on the tool, you want to get your line even with. Okay. And once that's even, you go ahead and lock it down. I use the crimping tool to handle, get it in there tight. Tighten up the butterflies. All right, it's in there tight. You want to take the corresponding cap. You want to back your crimping tool all the way out, come in sideways, come over it. And if you do this and get your own tool, you'll see that these caps have a point in the center where this tool, see if I get you one. It's kind of all over the place, not being consistent. These are some of the dies. You'll see that the die has an indentation for that point to go down. So that's the first die. Once you line the point up over there, you just want to go down on the crimping tool slowly, and you'll see that the line is starting to collapse, and that'll be the first portion of the double flare. So don't go crazy with it. As soon as it reaches the bottom of the tool, back it out. Take your die, put it back into the kit so you don't lose it, or whatever you choose to do with your die. It's up to you. Come back with the crimping tool, line it up, and now you just want to make sure you want it centered and tighten down on the tool. And if you are careful, you do it slowly, you see that you're putting the second portion of the flare on the line. And don't go crazy on it. Take the tool and loosen the butterflies. And something I forgot to mention, but I did, make sure you put your flare nut on first. The line up, that's the perfect flare. So you just finished shaping out your brake line the way you need it to be. Make sure you got the right fitting. Make sure you put the fitting on before you flare it, because if you flare it before you put the fitting on, you won't be able to get that flare on and you'll be cutting it off and starting all over again. So that is it for the flaring. I'm going to continue to bend this top portion to go into the bottom of the top of the line lock, and that'll be the installation of the line lock and brake lines completed. All right, the tool bending and installation of the line lock kit. Super Sano. Just take your time, bend your lines, use your flare kit, and plan it out. And that's the way I did mine. Alright. Waiting for that front to back hard brake line to come. And when it does, I'll install that, bleed the brakes, and power up the line lock system next time.